Rain drizzled gently over the empty streets of Detroit, and the pale morning light hung heavily over the shoulders of a young man named David Carter. His coat was old, his shoes soaked through from the puddles, and his heart raced, not from fear, but hope. He was headed to a job interview that, in his mind, could change everything. Fresh out of college with a business degree and burdened with rejection after rejection, this opportunity felt like his last chance. He clutched a worn leather folder close to his chest, guarding it from the rain. He checked the time, 8:23 a.m. The interview was at 8:45. If he kept up his pace, he might just make it. As he turned a corner, he saw a silver Lexus parked awkwardly at the side of the road, hood up, smoke curling into the air. A woman, maybe in her mid-50s, well-dressed and clearly flustered, stood beside it, waving her phone in the air as if begging for signal. David slowed down. He looked at her, then at the road ahead. Every second mattered. But then he heard her mutter, almost to herself, "I can't afford to be late again." He turned toward her. "Ma'am? Do you need help?" She turned, startled. Her face was lined with stress. "My car just died. No signal. I've got a crucial meeting. I've been here 20 minutes. No one stopped." David glanced at his watch. 8:27 a.m. He took a breath. "There's a bus stop 2 blocks down. If we run, you might still make it. I'll walk you there." "You do that for me?" she asked, surprised. "But, aren't you going somewhere?" He smiled, awkwardly. "A job interview. But you sound like you've got something really important too. Come on." And with that, they ran. David shielded her with his coat, his folder now wet at the edges, his shoes squelching with each step. When they got to the stop, the bus was just arriving. David helped her climb aboard, then handed the driver his last $5 bill. "She doesn't need to pay," the woman said. David shook his head. "You've got places to be." She paused. Her eyes welled. "Thank you, truly." David nodded, then turned and walked back into the rain. It was 8:49. The interview was gone. David sat on the stoop outside his tiny apartment. His phone, cracked at the corner, lit up with yet another rejection email. Rent was due. The fridge was empty. The city, cold as ever. A sleek black car pulled up. A man in a suit stepped out, holding a folder. "David Carter?" He stood, confused. "Yes. You've been invited to Valiant Enterprises by Ms. Evelyn Rowe." David's heart skipped. Evelyn Rowe. The tech billionaire CEO. Her building was the same one where his interview had been. Still in disbelief, David got in the car. He was escorted into a boardroom where Evelyn Rowe herself was waiting, no longer the woman in distress, but a poised executive in an elegant suit. "You gave up an interview to help someone," she said without preamble. "That someone, was me." David's jaw dropped. "You." "I was testing our new AI-powered driving system under real-world conditions, dressed down, unannounced. But what I found was something more than data. I found you. A man who, with nothing to gain, helped a stranger." She pushed a folder toward him. "You no longer need an interview. I want you on our team. Not just in any role, but helping lead the design of our AI's human empathy component." David opened the folder. Salary. Benefits. Relocation. Purpose. His voice cracked. "But, why me?" Evelyn smiled. "Because kindness isn't just a trait. It's a strength. One that this world, and this company, needs." That night, back in his dimly lit apartment, the furniture still secondhand and the ceiling slightly cracked, David felt something different: hope. He had lost an interview but gained something priceless, the knowledge that even the smallest act of compassion can alter destiny. He looked out the window. The rain had stopped. A beam of light peeked through the clouds. And for the first time in months, he smiled. Maybe he couldn't change the world. But for a moment, he had changed someone's world. And in return, his own had transformed.